While searching for information, do you keep finding lawyers who are just selling their services instead of answering your questions? With 24 years of experience, I'm familiar with the frustrations you may have while making an injury claim through an auto insurance company. I do my best to actually answer those questions in these videos and in my free book. I am Arizona native and attorney Kevin Fine, and in this video I answer your questions about how to write a complaint, a court document that starts the litigation process. If you need to file a lawsuit for your auto injury claim, I've explained in other videos that there are 4 documents you need to prepare and file. The principal one is called the complaint, and that's what you're seeing a sample of here in front of you in this video. This is the court pleading that defines the action you are taking against the at-fault driver. You are filing a complaint against him for what he did. As you can see from the sample, you need to put your basic contact information at the top, then state the name of the court the action is being filed in. In this sample form, it's Maricopa County. Below the name of the court, on the left, the parties are named. You're the plaintiff and the other driver as defendant. Even though you are representing yourself, the documents will likely read more naturally if you refer to yourself in the third person. For example, plaintiff, he, she, etc. Again, the insurance company is not a party to the lawsuit. The insurance company was not driving the car that hit you. The insured was. So that information goes down here. On the left, the title of the document is stated and what kind of action it is. In this case, the document is a complaint, and the type of action is tort motor vehicle. In the names of the parties, you should include the John Does, etc., in case there's someone else that should be in the suit, but you don't know who it is yet. For example, you may find out later that the at-fault driver was on the job when he caused the accident, and his employer is a possible defendant. Following a format at least similar to the examples here, you should establish that the court has the right to hear the action, the jurisdiction, over the defendant by showing that the incident occurred in this jurisdiction or that the defendant lives in this jurisdiction. Venue is a little different, but should not be a problem if you filed in the county of the collision of the defendant's residence. So in this section, let's go to the next page. In this section here, you are naming the defendants and also explaining why you include the John Does, etc. After that section about the defendants' names comes the allegation down here. And in the allegation, you include a brief description of the collision, showing that what the defendant did or did not do, and asserting that the action was negligent. You do not need a lot of detail about what happened, just the basic wrongdoing. For example, defendant made a left turn in front of an oncoming vehicle, which was a negligent act. The act resulted in a collision with the oncoming car, which plaintiff was driving, for example. In the next section, you need to establish that the negligent act led to harm to the plaintiff. Again, all the law likely requires is a simple assertion that the plaintiff was injured as a result of the collision, but you can see here that we usually include some of the specific injuries with the including but not limited to language to cover details that may come up in trial. Finally, the last section down here, you request what you want from the court or the jury, a judgment against the defendant for several things, which you also list here. The exact amount of those things does not and often cannot be stated, which is why the language in the amount to be proven at trial is included. However, you do need to include the right categories. For example, if you are asking for money to replace a totaled car, you need to include for property damage as one of the requests. Then, of course, closing, you close with the date and your signature. And once you've done that, you've officially drafted a complaint which can be filed with the other documents to begin the lawsuit. I answer more of your questions in my other videos, articles on my firm's website, and in my free book. Because your situation will be different in significant ways, the general information I presented here might not be right for your matter and is not legal advice. If you wish to talk to me about your concerns more specifically, I do offer a free consultation. You can set up that visit or you can order the free book through the contact information on the banner below.